Hi guys, Kai here and welcome back. This is episode 96 of the FIFA 17 My Player Career, and we're starting off today's episode with an away match taking on Newcastle United, so a little bit of travelling to do for the Arsenal boys. Travelling all the way up north to St James's Park. Hopefully we can take the 3 points back down to London with us. Remember, it is the start of the Premier League season. Well, we've played a couple of games. We've had a pretty decent start to this season so far. After winning the World Cup, of course, even though Kai didn't even play a game in that World Cup tournament through injury. But we're hoping for an injury-free season this year. Fingers crossed we get that, because we had quite a few months out last year. If you may remember, we did have 7 months out and then another 2 months at the end of the season, which made us miss out on the Cup finals and the World Cup as well. So fingers crossed, like I said, we can go injury-free this year and get a good year in here at Arsenal. Regain that Premier League title, of course, after Tottenham, of all teams, took it away from us at the end of last season. So, as you can see, still 0-0 here at St James's Park, as Newcastle hit the woodwork there, and there they are with a rebound as well. But thankfully, the Arsenal goalkeeper gets down low and keeps the ball out and keeps score level. Kai currently on a 6.3 rating, just after 10 minutes played, so not the best of starts from him. But we are on a counter-attack here. John Trowell playing it forward for Kai, gets it back. And now Kai's carried on his run here on the edge of the area, cuts inside, sure it's going to be a goal. No, good defensive play there from Newcastle, and they managed to get the ball clear. That was great defending there. I thought Kai was going to put it into the back of the net, but it wasn't to be. Still on a 6.3 rating. We are pushing forward straight through the middle. Kai losing possession there in the middle of the park. And now Newcastle United pushing forward now. We've got 1, 2 in support, maybe 3 in the box right now. Still twisting and turning, getting around the Arsenal defence. Plays it inside. Colback with the shot. But it wasn't on target, unfortunately for him. And just goes wide of the Arsenal goal. So still 0-0-0. 0-0-0. 0-0. And who is going to break the deadlock in this game? We're into the second half now. Still 0-0. Kai in possession is moved up to a 7.6 rating now, in fact, as he made that pass there to El Nene. But Arsenal did lose possession. Chambers winning it back though. Now Arsenal pushing forward. El Nene finds Kai in space. Can he get there? He does. He keeps it in play. He pulls it back. Tees it up on the 6-yard box. And there is the first goal of the game. It took a while to come, but finally Arsenal do break the deadlock. Just over an hour gone. Kai picks up the assist. Who was it that scored? Is that Rafa? Is that Rafa? I think that's Rafa. I can't tell. I never knew what he looks like. Or was it John Terrell? I guess we'll find out in a second. But it's good play there from Kai. He keeps it in. Turns around. Tees it up on the edge of the 6-yard box. And boom. Into the back of the goal. And the first goal of the game for John Terrell. It's his second of the season. And Arsenal still have that 1-goal lead as we go into the final 5 minutes here at St James's Park. Kai teeing it up again there. This time for Callum Chambers. Out wide for Chamberlain. Kai's in there in the middle. He tries to find Kai that near post, but too much on that one. It goes straight into the hands of the Newcastle goalkeeper, who kicks the ball forward. Kai is going to end this game on a pretty decent high, actually. He's on a 9.1 rating right now, but a chance here for Newcastle to equalise late on. Oh, I thought he might have been taken down there for a penalty, but thankfully he stayed on his feet. And there is the final whistle. So, a nice 3 points there, away from home for Arsenal. A good start to the new season continues. Kai finishing the game on a 9.1. And he did get that assist as well, of course. So decent game for him, decent game for Arsenal. We travelled back down to London with the 3 points. And who do we face next? We face our former team, Sporting. As you may remember, Kai did start his career at Sporting. And they are travelling to the Emirates Stadium to take on the Arsenal. And this is a nice game for Kai to start in. Seeing some of his former teammates. Remember, we've also got Semedo here at Arsenal, who's also a former Sporting player, and it is Sporting who get the game underway. Here is William Carvalho, still there, of course. Let's find out who else is still here. Adrian is still at the club as well, and Bas Dost is still at Sporting. Arsenal winning possession with a chance to go forward and see if we can get ourselves an early goal. Remember, this is a Champions League group stage. We're hoping to progress all the way through to the final and possibly win it in May, of course. That's one of our big aims here at Arsenal. Then if we do, we might look to move at the end of the season. I know a couple of you have already told me to move, but we'll wait to see. You never know if any offers are even going to come in for me. And there's always the risk of getting injured during those transfer period times as well, which has stopped us from getting moves in the past. But here is Kai on the edge of the area for Arsenal, twisting and turning. Chamberlain now for Arsenal. Tried to play it back in there for Kai. He just missed out, and Sporting are going to get this ball clear. Eventually, at least. Oh, Kai's stayed down. That's not looking good. I have no idea how he just got injured there, but he is going to be replaced. Just over 5 minutes to go in the first half. Kai does get replaced, and how long is out for? He's out for 2 months. Another broken ankle. The guy, he's just like Jack Wilshere, isn't he? His ankles are so unstable because of all the twisting and turning he does. I don't know, they're very fragile, all Kai's legs. So he's going to be out for 2 months, which means we've got a bunch of games to sim through, and quite a few games actually, 2 months worth. So let's see if Arsenal can keep. We've had a pretty decent start to the season, so we want to keep on and hopefully keep going with some victories. This is going to be a big one if we can beat Chelsea. Still 0-0 right now, but there is Mesut Ozil. He scores. Oh no, I just saw that Hazard has equalised as well. Not long after Ozil gave us a lead from that penalty kick, and Hazard has scored again. And now we're gone. Chelsea leading by 2-1. This is not looking good for Arsenal. We wanted to go the whole season unbeaten, but already things not looking good for us, and we do actually lose at the Emirates Stadium 2-1 against Chelsea. We've got Colchester next up. This is in the EFL Cup. Surely the AI are not going to let us down in this one. Osana making the start in this game. Kamara also starting alongside Maitland-Niles. Mace is in goal for Arsenal. Still should be a strong enough squad there to get the 3 points, get the victory to progress through to the next round of this competition. John Terrell scoring. Now Kieran Gibbs picking up a goal as well. Leading 2-0. Things are looking much better in this one, but as I said, this one should have been an easy win anyway. And there's John Terrell claiming his second goal of the game. And Arsenal do take the victory 3-0. We do progress through to the next round of the EFL Cup. And the next game in the Premier League is an away match against Sunderland. Travelling all the way up north yet again. We've got the 3 points against Newcastle. Can we get the 3 points away to Sunderland? We should do, but you never know. Oh, Nenny already picking up a yellow card. He's got to be a bit careful. I was going to say Sunderland are in front, but John Terrell equalises almost straight away. Still 1-1 as we go into the second half. John Terrell scoring yet again. He's a man on form right now. It's John Terrell. Is it going to be enough, though, to get us these 3 points? Come on. 10 minutes to play. Still leading by 2-1. And there we go. The final whistle blows. Chambers did get actually injured in the last minute of that match. And now we've got some more Champions League action then. This time away, travelling to Russia, where we take on CSKA Moscow. We want the 3 points in this one. Actually, I didn't even check the Sporting result because Kai got injured. I didn't check the final score in this one. So hopefully it did get the victory, as Sporting do take the lead there in the bottom right. And missed penalty there from CSKA. Arsenal need to, oh no, we have conceded. Arsenal need to pull it out, otherwise we're going to have a really tough time in the group stage. Ozil being replaced from Sanchez. 10 minutes to play, still trailing here, 1-0, and we do lose. So that is a big result there for CSKA and a big loss there for Arsenal. Let's try and get ourselves back to winning ways straight away in the Premier League, back at the Emirates Stadium. So it will be a little bit warmer than it was in that Russian game. Well, as I said, we need to get back to winning ways straight away to keep our confidence up. 0-0 after 20 minutes here at the Emirates. Not much action to speak of whatsoever, but Tafari Moore just pick up a yellow card after half an hour gone. And success, Isaac Success has given Watford a 1-goal lead. John Terrell scoring, levelling things up for the Arsenal. He's the only one scoring right now for Arsenal, as Isaac Success scores yet again for Watford. And is that going to be the winning goal? It is. Arsenal losing again. What is happening to the Gunners? We are in really bad form right now, and it doesn't look like things are going to get any better because we're taking on Manchester City. And this one is away from home as well. John Trout is the only one scoring for Arsenal. Can anybody else get on the score sheet? El Nene's enjoying getting yellow cards. That's the only thing he is doing. Yeah, that's Kevin De Bruyne. He gives Manchester City a 1-goal lead. We really need Kai back from injury, don't we? Our season's going really bad now that Kai is out injured. If things go really bad, I think we might be looking for a move away. Maybe in January, if we were back from injury at that time. We should be. There's Kevin De Bruyne. Doubles Manchester City's lead, and they take the 3 points then at the Etihad Stadium. Manchester City 2, Arsenal 0. And our season not looking good so far. Hopefully we can pick it up in the next game. We are at the Emirates Stadium again. This time taking on German side Schalke. Come on, boys. We've got to start winning some of these games now. We really do. We're in terrible form. Bakali making us start in today's game. It's a bit of a surprise, but maybe the manager thinks that we just need to change things up a little bit. Try and get our confidence back. Still 0-0 after 20 minutes here at the Emirates Stadium. Half an hour gone. No action to speak of as of yet. Approaching half time. We do go into the break. 0-0. Couple of substitutions being made now by either side. Asano's come on. Granted, Xhaka's come on, but still no goals. Xhaka's picked up a yellow card. How surprising is that? Last minute, and it does end 0-0. So, again, not the best results there for Arsenal. Should have been winning those ones, especially at home in the group stage. But back to the Premier League then, and this one is against Swansea City. And we are at home. Can we get the 3 points finally? It's been a few games now since we've actually won. We've still got a couple of games to sim through as well in this episode, as Swansea there take the lead at the Emirates Stadium. I'm sure there's going to be a few people calling for Arsene Wenger to be sacked on the form we're on right now, as John Terrell scores, but then Swansea back in front just after half time. The leading 2-1. Can John Terrell equalise things up? He can't, but Maitland-Niles does. 2-2, and it ends there. 2 apiece, another draw then for Arsenal. And we've got Chelsea. This one is in the EFL Cup. So, and we're away from home, I just realised. So again, this could be us going out of the EFL Cup, unfortunately. Not the strongest squad there. There's still some big names in there though. So no real excuse to be knocked out. We are missing Kai, which is the big thing for Arsenal. As Chelsea go 2 ahead. Just over half an hour played. Chelsea leading by 2-1 now as Bakali just pulls one back just before half time. Can we get another late equaliser? As Jack Wilshere's come on in place of Ozil. 10 minutes to play, still losing by 2-1. And Rafinha, he seals the deal there for Chelsea, giving them a 3-1 win. And Arsenal do go out of the EFL Cup. And we're going to finish off today's episode with this last game. It is in the Premier League, taking on Everton. And hopefully Kyle will be back after this game. And then that will be the start of tomorrow's episode. And hopefully we can get back to some winning ways, get some victories under our belt, because we're not doing too well since Kai's been out. And we're drawing this one. Danny Welbeck picked up an early goal, but Grant has equalled things up for Everton. We jump into the second half, still 1-1. Here at Goodison Park. Is it going to be a late winner? Well, there is a goal for Everton. 2-1, now 2-2 as John Terrell levels things up, and this game ends 2-2.